Hey, boys and girls, you made it. Welcome to the show, man. Apparently, you watched my last video about these new Soundcore Liberty 3 Pros because that's how you got here to this video. Now, in that video, I gave these a lot of praise, and that's because they are seriously my new favorite earbuds. I was listening to the Galaxy Buds Pro when I was outside doing stuff and I was going to sweat a lot just because they felt better in my ears and they're, pretty water resistant. And then for everyday casual listening and stuff like that, I would use the Sony XM4s. Since I've gotten these about 2 weeks ago, I have put both of those earbuds in a drawer and I haven't bothered them since because these have taken the place of everything I listen to. So why is that? It's because they're awesome. They give you everything that you've ever asked for. Seriously, I've done a lot of videos on earbuds and you guys asked for 1, 2, 3, 4, all the things that you can think of, right? They decided to throw it in here. But in my last video, I didn't really go into detail about audio quality and ANC strength and stuff like that. So I'm gonna sit here, we're gonna have a little conversation about it. Now, some of you guys usually come to my videos with a bad attitude about earbuds. You gotta stop that stuff, man. We're gonna have ourselves a decent conversation about this. And you're gonna listen to why I feel like these are probably better all around than the earbuds you're probably listening to right now, unless you're listening to the Liberty 3 Pro. So let's go have a seat on the couch. We're gonna talk about this and we're gonna be civil, all right? All right, so if you ask me, the conversation is actually pretty simple. I mean, these are no-brainer earbuds. Just freaking buy them and stop all your crying and whining about what you don't have and what's coming out next. These are brand new. They're the best ones I can think of that I would want to spend my money on, so just get them. But for those of you who need more information, here you go. Let's talk about the sound quality first. It says they're headphones or earbuds rather. So Hear ID. Between Hear ID, the EQ, and what else was there? The presets and all that good stuff, man. If you cannot find a sound profile that suits your needs, you're the problem. It's just that plain and simple. On these earbuds, they do a fantastic job of replicating the sound that was supposed to be heard by the artist. But if you want to tune it to your specific liking, go ahead. It's gonna perform well. It performed well enough for me to make this video and be this stern with you. I really like the sound quality that I'm getting from the earbuds. It's just that simple. Now, when it comes to bass, mids, and highs, the bass is strong enough to be boomy when you need it, but it's still like kind of stays intact and it doesn't bleed into your mids and highs. You can pull it back if you want to, because these are, when they come right out of the box, it's a flat EQ, or it's actually the Soundcore, the Soundcore signature profile, and that's a bass heavy profile. So pull some of that bass back, and then what I would do is crank up the mids a little bit. Crank up the treble a little bit. Then you're gonna get a really great sound. But like I said, you can go a lot further than that. The treble does not get too tinny when you crank it up a little bit on the EQ. It doesn't get too tinny to where it's, it's hurting your ears like needles or anything like that. And if it does, you can just tone it down a little bit, but it doesn't roll off. I mean, it rolls off right at the peak of the treble, right before it starts to irritate your ears. I'm telling you, man, they did a really great job when it comes to the sound quality of these. And with all those EQs and presets, man, you should not have any problems. But sometimes when you have ANC earbuds and headphones, you run into a little problem when you turn on the ANC. Sometimes it will actually make the sound quality better, and in a lot of cases you'll actually have sound degradation. And here I don't hear a change at all. I think there's like a slight little, maybe a pause in the music or like a dip in the overall volume. That way it's actually kicked on. But as far as sound quality, doesn't happen. Not in my case, not in my experience. Now, the ANC strength, that's something we do need to talk about, because, if you're going to compare them to something like, the Sonys or something like that, the Sony XM4, no, they are not that good. As far as ANC and earbuds, Sony is the best I've ever heard still, but they do a very comparable job. I'm actually using them in the mornings on my walks with my dog. And I remember I'm on the street, the bayou's over here, and the street is over here, and there's this guy with one of those tractors that flops down. Is that a tractor? Yeah, he's cutting the grass and it flops down. It's got these things on both sides. He's running that thing on that side and the traffic's on this side. And I like to listen to ambient sound while I'm walking my dog so I can hear stuff, but that was just too much. I went ahead and turned the ANC on and all of it disappeared. Of course, when the cars got right up on me, I could still hear it, but Tractor Man over there didn't even hear that stuff. It's kind of crazy to be sitting there and looking at this guy riding around on this big ass tractor and you really can't hear it. So the ANC works really well. And so does the ambient sound, man. The transparency mode, it works extremely well. You do still feel like you've got, you know, like fingers in your ear, you know what I mean? But the voice comes in really, really clear. So I have no problems or complaints with the ANC or transparency mode. Now, you know, walking around with these things in my pocket in the morning, I always put my phone in my right pocket. Now you can go switch the deal to connection priority, and that works like 99% of the time. But there has been like once, maybe twice, I've had like a little stutter or something, you know, when I'm doing something real vigorous and the phone is in my pocket. But as far as connectivity, they have connected through like different rooms in my house. I've gone out on my patio. I make it all the way till about the middle of my garage from my kitchen, which you don't know how far that is, but it's far, it's through the house. And I'm still connected with minor, you know, little stutters in there, but who's gonna be listening that far anyways? Now, I've taken the liberty of compiling a small list of earbuds that are really popular right now. So not all of them ever in the world, but just the really hot ones right now that people are talking about. And I'm still looking at this list, man, and it's still a no-brainer set of earbuds for me. You know, we got something like the CX Plus. Those just came out, right? Actually, Sennheiser trolled the hell out of us by bringing out the CX and then 3 months later bringing out the CX Plus. But even though they bring out the CX Plus, they still don't have multi-point, still no wireless charging in that headset. And then the Momentum 2, I gotta talk about the Momentum 2 because there is no Momentum 3 and that's like 2 years old right now. So there's no mono mode in the Momentum 2 wireless. So that's the Sennheiser right there, okay? Now we talk about the really new ones, which would be the Jabra Elite 7s. You know the Jabra Elite 7s don't have multi-point? Did you know that? Yeah, they don't have multi-point. As good as they are, they don't have multi-point. Now let's get to a pair of $400 earbuds that have the best sound quality I've ever heard in a set of earbuds, which is the Bang & Olufsen. All right, the Bang & Olufsen, I said they, you know, when they came out that they would be my daily drivers had they had track controls, okay? I just could not live without track controls. No track controls on those things. No real EQ. I didn't have a problem with it, but a lot of people did. They don't like the little bubble that you get. You gotta use the little bubble EQ. They don't like that. They want a real EQ in a set of Bang & Olufsen earbuds. And the fit when you're active, I heard people complain about when you're moving around, the fit, you know, they fall out of your ears or maybe they hurt. So, and then they're $400. Some people say they're too expensive. I said, you know what? If you're an audiophile and you want to pay that much for sound, do your thing, homie. But some people say they're too expensive. Now let's move on to like the Galaxy Buds 2 and the Galaxy Buds Pro. Those are very feature-rich earbuds and they're really great. They have a good sound profile, but they don't have a real EQ, and that's where I have the real problem. It's the sound quality slash not having a real EQ. They have the presets, and I don't think that it's not a comparison, man. So as far as sound quality goes, the Buds Pro and Buds Plus or Buds 2, they have a lot of great features and they do a lot. Pretty comparable to what Soundcore is giving you in the Liberty 3 Pro, but the sound quality, gotta knock them out of there, man. Then we go on to the NeuroTrues. I really praise those because they sound fantastic, but the controls are clunky and awkward. I didn't like them. That's why they couldn't be a daily driver. And they don't have a real EQ. Even though they do their NeuroTrue, you know, thing, you know, they go in there and kind of figure it out like Hear ID does, you still would want to kind of tweak some things depending on what song you're listening to or what genre of music you're listening to. With Hear ID and the Liberty 3 Pros, you can actually tweak your Hear ID in the band EQ. So they're giving you that extra stuff. Now, the thing that they actually compare to the best as far as giving you the most value in one set of earbuds is the Sony XM4. But here's the thing, man. The reason why the Sony XM4s fail is because, or they don't fail, it's just that, you know, they don't give you everything because comfort is a big issue for a lot of people. It was a huge issue for me, and that's why I sent them back the first time. I purchased them again and kind of tweaked how I use them. I kind of pull them out a little bit, but then that degrades the sound quality. So you know, yeah, the comfort issue with the Sony XM4, it's a big deal for a lot of people. No multi-point. Well, I can say, yeah, no multi-point. They don't have multi-point. What's up with that, okay? And then we have compromised mono mode. They do have a mono mode, but you have to disable the Google Assistant in order to use it. Yeah, why do you have to do that? So, and then some people say they're just too damn expensive, along with the B&O. Hey man, the Soundcore Liberty 3 Pros is a no-brainer set of earbuds. It is what it is. I know some of y'all are gonna be real salty about the things I'm talking about right now, but I don't make the earbuds. I just put them in my ears and happen to like everything that I'm blessed with. Man, I got all the features I want, except maybe the speak to chat. Now, speak to chat, that's where Sony and the Galaxy Buds speak to chat. Oh, dude, if I could just have that mixed in with that Google Assistant, oh, dude, that'd be a real nice Soundcore if you could throw that in there. But everything else, we got it, man. So stop complaining, you old salty ass. You take your salty ass to Amazon and buy them earbuds. It just be happy, man. Stop looking for more earbuds. Though these, you know, what is it? It's October now. I'm telling you, nobody's gonna come out with anything better than this that gives you this much in one set of earbuds. These are the best earbuds of 2021. It is what it is. Now, Mr. Salty, I'm done talking to you. Now, for all my homies out there who come to my videos with a good attitude, ready to open up some new stuff, hey man, I gotta get out of here right now, but y'all can go hang out at the podcast and wait for me till I get back. Now, y'all keep being good to each other, and I'll see you when I see you. Hey man, come here. I'm gonna be real frank with you and tell you that it's freaking weird that you just linger here when the video's over. But if you still want to hang out with me, it's cool. You can go over to my podcast, man. I'll be over there in just a few minutes. It's called Talk to Me. The podcast nobody asked for, but I'm giving it to you anyway. So go over there and hang out real quick, and I'll be there in a minute, and we'll get to hang out. I'll see y'all soon.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?